Imagine walking through the ruins of Rome 2,000 years from now. What would archaeologists find of our time? Our smartphones turned to dust, our skyscrapers crumbled, our social media accounts long forgotten. But there's something else, something that has survived for over 2 millennia and continues to shape minds today. The wisdom of the Stoics. Today we're diving into the ultimate question: what truly remains after we're gone? And why Stoic philosophy might be humanity's most enduring legacy. Chapter 2: The Time Traveler's Dilemma. Picture this. You're a time traveler landing in Rome, 161 AD. The most powerful man on Earth isn't lounging in luxury or commanding armies. He's sitting alone in his tent on the Germanic frontier, writing in a leather journal by candlelight. His name? Marcus Aurelius. And those midnight scribbles? They would become the Meditations, a book that's still on bestseller lists today. Here's the mind-bending part. While the Roman Empire crumbled into dust, these ideas became more powerful than any legion. They infected minds across centuries, jumping from person to person like a beneficial virus of wisdom. But how does an idea survive when empires fall? Chapter 3: The Physics of Ideas. In quantum physics, information can neither be created nor destroyed, only transformed. Ideas work the same way. When Epictetus, a former slave, taught that we suffer not from events but from our judgments about events, he encoded something into the universe's information matrix. Think of it like this. Every time someone reads Marcus Aurelius and changes their perspective, they become a living copy of that ancient emperor's mind. Not as memories, but as mental patterns, his way of processing reality. It's like intellectual DNA, replicating across generations. The Stoic who stays calm in traffic today carries the same mental code as the philosopher facing death in ancient Athens. Chapter 4: The Persistence Paradox. Here's where it gets weird. The Stoics were obsessed with impermanence. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that everything passes away, yet their philosophy about accepting impermanence has become, well, permanent. It's like they discovered the cheat code for immortality by accepting mortality. Seneca wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." He probably didn't realize he was describing the endless cycle of his own ideas, being reborn in new minds. Modern neuroscience backs this up. When we internalize Stoic principles, we literally rewire our brains. Those neural pathways don't die with us. They get transmitted through our actions, our words, our example to others. Chapter 5: Digital Stoicism and the Future Legacy. Fast forward to 2089. Humanity has colonized Mars, and the first Martian settlement faces its biggest crisis yet: a communication blackout with Earth lasting 2 years. How do they stay mentally resilient? The settlement's psychological protocols are based on 2,000-year-old Stoic exercises. Focus on what you can control echoes through the Red Canyons, just as it did through Roman forums. The Stoic practice of negative visualization, imagining loss to appreciate what you have, helps colonists cope with the vast loneliness of space. But here's the kicker. AI systems of the future might be programmed with Stoic principles as their core ethical framework. Imagine artificial minds that can't experience suffering because they are built on Epictetus' teaching that suffering comes from our judgments, not external events. Chapter 6: The Ripple Effect Across Time. Every major leader who changed history carried Stoic DNA. George Washington kept a copy of Cato's story nearby. Nelson Mandela smuggled Marcus Aurelius into prison. Modern tech CEOs quote Seneca in board meetings. It's like a secret society, except the membership is open to anyone willing to think differently about adversity. The beautiful irony? The Stoics taught that fame and recognition are meaningless. Yet by not seeking immortality, they achieved it. They created something more powerful than monuments or empires, a technology for human resilience that updates itself for every generation while keeping its core code intact. Chapter 7: What Actually Remains. So, what's the real Stoic legacy? It's not the books, though they help. It's not the quotes, though they inspire. It's the upgraded human operating system. Picture consciousness as software running on the hardware of our brains. The Stoics wrote patches for common bugs: anxiety, anger, despair. When you choose your response instead of reacting automatically, you're running Stoic code. When you find peace in accepting what you can't change, you're accessing a program written by a slave 2,000 years ago. The craziest part? This software gets better with each user. Every person who applies Stoic principles in new situations, dealing with social media drama, climate anxiety, AI disruption, they're beta testing updates to humanity's emotional operating system. Here's the ultimate test of any legacy. Does it make people better versions of themselves? 2,300 years after Zeno first taught in Athens, a teenager in Tokyo reads about Stoicism and decides not to lash out at cyberbullies. A surgeon in Sao Paulo uses Stoic focus techniques during a 12-hour operation. An astronaut on the International Space Station practices Marcus Aurelius's morning reflections while watching Earth spin below. That's what remains after us. Not monuments to our ego, but tools for human flourishing. The Stoics accidentally discovered the formula for true immortality. Create something that makes others stronger, wiser, more resilient. And maybe, just maybe, that's what we're all really here to do. The question isn't what will remain after you're gone. The question is, what are you adding to humanity's wisdom code right now?